elastic goes, they expand and shrink. Memories blur, so then you sink. A moment forever, the next just a blink. In this elastic time, we sink or swim. Hold on tight tonight.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is officially going to be my largest DHGate haul ever. So brace yourself and get ready for what I have to show you guys. Happy New Year to all of you also, by the way. I wish the best for this new year of 2025. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section or feel free to email me. I also do want to mention that I've officially opened up my channel for membership. If you want to become a member of the channel, the perks of becoming a member is that you can suggest very specific items. Just send me the link of the item that you want me to review. You can either send it to me by email or just leaving a comment. This is exclusive for members of the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So this is the first item that I want to show you. I don't know why it kind of looks more reddish on the camera, but this bag is actually a brown bag. It's like brown, but I think the color grading of this camera is making it look a little bit warmer than it actually is. But as you guys probably know already, this is a Polene bag. I can't remember the exact name of this bag. As you can see, I don't have the box or anything because I have already used this bag. So it does have the Polene logo right here on the side, and it also has the Polene logo on the hardware on this piece right here. And then opening up the bag, this is what it looks like inside. So as you can see, it's pretty much just open space. It doesn't have any like zipper or any additional pocket. It's just this. So this is the bag on its own. I did get this in the smaller size. I just think the smaller bag looks better. With a lot of these bags with all this additional stuff going on, I think they look better in smaller version. That's just my preference. I got this in a brown color. I also got this in the cream color as well, so I'm going to show you guys the cream color right after this one. Alrighty, so this is the cream colored bag. Again, I've used this one already, as you can see right there. You know, with white bags, it's easier to get them dirty, unfortunately. It has the Polene logo right there, and then it has this seam going down the middle here. So as you can see, it does have the Polene logo around the brass, and then it also has the Polene logo on the side over here as well. It's just open space. There's no additional pockets or anything inside, just this huge space inside of the bag. So that is that I have for the first two bags. I did want to make sure just to get these out of the way because both of these items are used. Next up, we have our Birkenstocks. It's been a while since I've reviewed shoes from this brand. I normally tend to do their sandals in the summertime, but I figured, you know what? I don't think I've reviewed the clogs. So I selected these clogs that I wanted to come on here and show you. So as you can see, this is what the clogs look like. It does come with the Birkenstock tag and all of the additional tags as well. I got this in a European 42. Normally a European 42 in centimeters is like a 26.5. This one's a 27, so it does run a little bit big. If you're a US size 10 like I am, I would size down by at least half a size. I always get a European 42 that's equivalent to a European women's 10. But again, if you're getting these, size down by half a size. This is what the shoes look like all around. I kind of like to look at stitching on the shoe. I don't really see any stitching on this one in particular. And then it does have the Birkenstock tag inside the soles. Has the Birkenstock logo right here. This is some really soft suede material. Feels really good and really soft to touch. And then it has the cork material kind of going around the soles. And then we have our rubber on the bottom with the Birk logo on it. So it does have the Birkenstock logo on the inside, and it doesn't have it on the outside. The original shoe does actually look like this. So it only has the Birkenstock on the insides, and then we also see Birkenstock on the breast logo right there. Those are some remarks that I had about the shoe. You can adjust it here, by the way. Because this is a larger shoe, it runs big, I would have to kind of adjust it to make it a little bit tight. These are also wide feet friendly. If you do have wide feet, I actually do recommend these slippers or clogs. Super comfortable, very soft to touch. And overall, these will get a 10 out of 10 for me. Next up, we have this gorgeous shoe. The shoe, of course, came in the St. Laurent box. This is what it looks like. And I always love when they send these bags, to be honest, because, you know, if you're planning on giving it as a gift, you actually have the option to do that because it does come with the little shopping bag as well. But this is the shoe. Just going ahead and doing a little unboxing. So you see, this is one thing I like to pay attention to. So when I'm removing the paper like this, if I'm struggling or having difficulty, it typically means that there is residual glue around the shoe. In this case, the glue isn't severe, but there are times when you are literally struggling to get the paper off, and that's because the glue is almost just hanging out of the shoe. So this is what the heels look like. Super gorgeous. As you can see, I got these in a European 42. It has the St. Laurent Paris, made in Italy. And then this material is like the shiny material here, similar to this. And then the insides is made of this lesser shiny material. I don't know the names of these materials, that's why I'm not really naming it, but it does have the St. Laurent Paris logo on here. And then for the straps, our straps are adjustable. And guys, I actually did try on one of them, and I will say that they run true to size. So yes, that alone gives the shoe a 10 out of 10. So taking a look at the YSL logo itself, I like to make sure it's also sturdy. Sometimes you find that this thing actually shakes and moves, but just touching it, I can already feel that it's very sturdy. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. And so this is what the heels look like. Super cute. Very gorgeous. 10 out of 10, guys. All right, so next up we have my favorite sneakers. You guys already know this. I always have a pair of New Balances in all my videos at this point. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the New Balance 9060. I think most of you guessed that already. These shoes are gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. Just everything about the shoe is really nice. And as they always do, of course, they will always send you a pair of Nike socks, regardless of the brand of the shoe. Don't go by the socks, go by the brand of the shoe, because obviously we've got Nike socks and New Balance shoes. I do appreciate a pair of free socks whenever they do send the sneakers. This is how our 9060s look like. They are so gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of the New Balance 9060s, and I really just feel like you can never go wrong with this sneakers. The sneakers are gorgeous, and they've been in for about 2 years now, I think it is, and I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. This colorway is really gorgeous, by the way. It has the 9060 logo on here, the N logo right there, and on the side, and this is what it's looking like from the side. I don't really see a lot of issues with the glue and the stitching. I mean, this is like minor. And it has the N logo right here in the front, as you can see. And then it has our Absorb and NB logo in the back. I did get this in a US men's 8.5, which is a European 42, which is a women's size 10. And I will say that these run true to size. So no need to size up or down for these. And just looking at the other pairs of shoes, I did notice that it came with black shoelaces as well. I personally think they look better with the gray shoelaces, but I guess it also does have black because the soles are black. So I don't know, I might kind of do another video just showing you what the shoe would look like with the black shoelaces as well. Easily 10 out of 10 for this one. Let's move on to the next item. Alrighty, so this next shoe right here is for my healthcare workers. If you are a healthcare worker and you find yourself in a hospital for the majority of the time, I would definitely recommend these pairs of shoes. These shoes are gorgeous. And just by the name of the shoe, literally Cloudtech, You already know. You're gonna be walking on clouds when wearing these shoes. These are the Cloudtech sneakers. I did get these in a US men's 8.5, which is a women's size 10, European 42, but unfortunately they do run small by an entire size. So if you do plan on getting the Cloud9 or Cloudtech sneakers, make sure to size up by at least an entire size. This is what the shoes look like up close next to each other. I like to make sure the shoes are twinsies. We're not looking for shoes that are cousins or anything like that. They need to be identical. Looking at it from the side, this is what it looks like. Has the little Cloudtech writing right there, Cloudtech logo on here with the Q logo. This is what the soles look like, and this is what it looks like from the back. So it's got the QC, and this is it from the inside of the soles. So again, because these shoes are white, of course they will be more prone to getting dirty quickly. It's all about managing the shoe and just making sure you keep it clean. I wouldn't recommend wearing these shoes in like snowy weather as it is over here right now, but the shoes are gorgeous, and then it has the QC Cloud Monster logo in there. I really love the color of the shoelaces as well. I like the fact that it's not white, it's also not black, but it has this polka dot design on the shoelaces, which I really like. I just think that gives the shoe like an additional spark. This is the shoes, kind of looking at them up close. They also do have the QC logo on here, which isn't very visible on the camera, but it does say QC on the sides over there. It didn't come with any additional shoelaces, so this is all you get. Sometimes they will send you shoelaces. You really never know. It's a game of gambling. I do really appreciate these. Because of the sizing, I'm gonna have to do an 8 out of 10 for this one. I'm gonna have to take 2 whole points because I was so excited to get this in the mail and was so disappointed when they weren't able to fit, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next item. The ASICs, of course, have made their little comeback. I have been noticing ASICs just coming out with a bunch of new designs for their sneakers. And guys, I'm gonna say I'm not mad about it. They're actually really doing a good job. And these also did come with the tag. As you can see, we got the ASICS tag, we've got the manual and everything else on here. Looking at the sneakers, I think these are the ASICS Gel. I'm not sure if these are the Kayano. It does have the name right here, so Jound or something like that. I'm not sure, but these are the gels, but I'm not sure the exact name of the gel. It has the cream soles or cream insides, the cream laces, and then the white mesh around the shoe, as well as white here, and then we've got our cream soles. I'm not really a huge fan of this particular colorway. I don't know what I think about cream and white in this specific colorway. I do have the ASICS Gel Kayano 14s in the cream and metallic silver. I do find that black really goes a lot better with white and cream than silver does, so that just might be it for me. Let me know, what do you guys think about this shoe? Is it just me that thinks it's a little bit off with the colorway? If you guys like the shoe, let me know. I'm not a sneakerhead, so who am I to really judge these kind of things? That's just more so things that I was observing and noticing. And I also do notice that the cream shoelaces matches the inside soles, but it's a little bit darker than the cream on the bottom soles, so it's not even the exact same cream color. They do run true to size, by the way. US women's size 10, European 42, men's 8.5. These run true to size, so if you do plan on getting the ASICS Gel in this specific color, make sure you just get your original size. There's no need to size up or size down for these. I'm gonna give these a 9 out of 10. They're not exactly my style and my go-to that I normally would go for, but I do think that the shoe's quality and sturdiness is really good. It's like top tier. Just feeling the shoe doesn't feel like plastic. There are some sneakers that you will feel, and literally the weight of the sneaker feels like paper, but this feels good. It has a decent sneaker weight. 9 out of 10 for this one. Let's move on to the next item. Next up, we have our Adidas. I don't think I've made any video not showing you guys a pair of Adidas. I'm back with this color because I wanted your take on which one you think looks better, this like mauve brown grayish color versus the darker brown color. I also did mention in my previous video that the suede Adidas sneakers tend to get dirtier quickly because, you know, the material is just not as sturdy as the leather or the nylon material. This looks really good. I really like the fact that it has the Adidas logo here, the special logo on there, and then 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 dots, and then we've got one in the front, and then pretty much just dots all around. I don't really know if the original ones have this, by the way. If somebody knows, please let me know in the comments. There are times when I see like a sneaker that just has its own thing going on, and because I don't really stay, you know, I'm not really up to date with most of these newer sneakers, I don't really pay attention to how they actually manufacture them. But I don't know if these dots are on the original sneaker, but it has the 3 stripes on the side as well. And then we've got our Adidas logo here, so handball special. Oh, these are handball sneakers. I didn't realize that. They actually didn't come with a pair of socks. Some of you saw my previous video where they sent the Nike socks with the crooked Just Do It logo, which I said was a Might Do It logo. This actually didn't come with that. So yeah, these literally just came like this. No additional piece, no socks. This is what the soles look like, and also no additional shoelaces. What do you guys think? Also, I forgot to mention, they don't have the Adidas logo on the back as well. If any of the sneakers do come like this, let me know as well, because I really don't know. Sizing wise, because they are true to size, I'm going to give these a 9 out of 10. I'm not a huge fan of this suede that is more prone to getting dirtier quickly, but we're gonna do a 9 out of 10 for these for sure. Next up, we have our Nikes. So this is the only brand that they should be sending the crooked socks with. These are the Nike P-6000. As you can see on the back, I got these in the European 42. I got all my shoes in that size, guys. And that's because a lot of the things that I order, there aren't any reviews on them. I can't tell if it's gonna run small or big. And that's why I'm making these videos for you guys, so you don't make the same mistake that I make. Again, it has the P-6000 logo on there. This is what it looks like from the side. This colorway goes hard, you guys. I really love this silver here with the undertone of the darker gray. It looks so good. It has the Bowerman series on there. This is what it looks like in the front with the check mark right there. This is it from the insides, and this is it from the back. This is what the soles look like. It has this really good grip too, actually. So it is a shoe you could wear in this kind of slippery weather because the grip is really, really good. As you can see also, the soles are on the higher end. So it does have a very thick sole, which means it's not a flat shoe, which I love. I don't really like wearing shoes that are too flat anyway. Has the Nike logo on there with the P-6000 inside of the sneakers. Again, I did mention European 42, men's 8.5, women's size 10, and they run true to size. I don't think I have a lot to say about these shoes. I've already looked at the stitching and everything else. They will definitely get a 10 out of 10 from me. And I also forgot to mention it has this little logo right here as well. So the reason I like to give you guys a 360 of the entire sneaker is if you want to compare it to the original thing, this allows you to do that. I don't really look at the original sneakers before I make these videos, so a lot of times I can't really tell if it's going to be 1-to-1. But quality wise, I can definitely tell you that the quality of these are really, really good, and these I would recommend 100%. Again, they didn't come with any additional shoelaces. They didn't come with any socks, nothing. So it's like they're actually becoming a little bit stingy with what they're doing, okay? They don't send me shoelaces as much as they used to, and we also don't get the crooked Nike socks either. 10 out of 10 for these. For the next shoe, I have another pair of New Balances. We are back with the New Balance. And I will say though, I've actually already opened this package. I was so excited to open it. These shoes look really, really, really good. These are your typical dad shoes. Dad shoes that actually look good. I know I spoke a little bit too fast before, but these actually did come with a pair of socks, and they also came with a pair of white shoelaces as well. It's always funny because the color of the white for the shoelaces just doesn't match any of the white on the shoe. Just looking at the shoe and looking at the shoelaces, where would these fit? Like where? Anyway, it is a nice gift to get because you can always use these for any other shoe you might have at home. But the New Balance, they are always going to show off with the little N logo all around the shoe, of course. So you have the N logo here and right there. We've got the N on the side. It's got the N Ergy on the side here as well. This is what it looks like underneath the soles. You've got the back of the shoe with the little NB, and then also NB right there. So New Balance likes to show off that it's New Balance. You're never not going to know know this is a New Balance shoe. This is what the other shoe looks like. Very, very gorgeous dad shoes. And as you can see, these aren't the 9060s. I think these are the 1906R. Yes, it has that right here. So these are the 1906R running shoes. So good for running. I wouldn't use these shoes for running though, but I think they are good for running. The shoe also, this one I actually got in a men's 9, which is a women's 10, which is a European 42.5. It's supposed to be a women's 10.5 because a men's 8.5 is a woman's 10. But I specifically sized up by half a size for these. Like the seller actually told me that this runs small. So I went out of my way to get a half a size bigger for these shoes, and I'm so happy I did. I don't have to worry about getting rid of the shoes or any of that sorts. They fit perfectly. 10 out of 10 for these for sure. Alrighty, moving on to the next item. So this is another pair of sneakers, just a quick giveaway. It's not this brand. They will send you boxes of different brands, guys. Don't be scared, don't be shocked if you get a Balenciaga box and it's a Nike shoe. So that is very common, and I think they do that in order to hide the item. This box has already been opened. That's why one of them is already unwrapped. But this is what the sneakers look like. These are actually really gorgeous. Lately, I think Nike Vomero 5s have been my thing. The Nike Vomero 5 in silver and pink kind of went viral in my previous video or previous DHGate haul. So I decided I would come back with another pair. This is the Nike Vomero in all black or triple black. So it's got the Nike logo on there. This is what it looks like from the side. So as you can see, it's got the Nike Zoom. It is the Zoom Vomero 5, by the way. That's the original name, and then it has the Nike logo on here. I love this colorway too. And then this is what it looks like from the front. This is it from the side. It's got our Nike Vomero 5 logo on there, and then this is what the soles or insides look like. As you can see, material also feels really good. It's very soft to touch, and quality wise, quality is great. You know, it actually feels like a shoe. Again, I didn't mention previously, there are times when the shoes feel like plastic, like they're super light, but this one actually feels heavy or feels like a sneaker. And I really love when they make their shoes that way, because that is how shoes are supposed to be made. And they shouldn't feel like plastic. They should feel like a sneaker. This is what it looks like from the front. Just looking at the shoes up close next to each other. I like to make sure the shoes are twinsies, and also just looking at the stitching, residual glue, things of that nature. I don't see that on these. I will say though that these run a little bit big, half a size big. I got them in a European 42, US men's 8.5, which is a woman's size 10. But I will say though that these run half a size big, which is okay, because you do want to be able to wear thicker socks with your sneakers. So these do run half a size big. I'm gonna do a 9 out of 10 because they do run half a size big. These next pair came in this plastic. Didn't come in a box, it just came like this. Also came with the tag that already fell out. This is what the tag looks like. And of course, these are our ASICS Gel shoes. I'm not really sure if this is the Gel Kayano. ASICS is really just coming out with a bunch of different gel sneakers, but I really, really love this colorway. This all black colorway looks really sleek. I will also say that these actually do run small for your reference. I did get these in a regular women's 10, European 42, men's 8.5, and they run about half a size small. So if you plan on getting the black ASICs, I would definitely size up by at least half a size. But this is what they look like from the side. So again, colorway is super nice. Has the little silver going on with the matte black, and then all black soles. Love, 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 you guys. I don't really see the ASICS logo plastered all over the shoe like the New Balances tends to have, but it does have the ASICS here. Also has the ASICS Gel right there. So these are the Gel 1130 sneakers, and this is what it looks like from the side. So again, just coming up close, I don't see any stitching issues. Stitching is usually what would make me not to get a shoe. I just am not a huge fan of stitching problems. As soon as I notice that with a shoe, I tend to kind of back off because it is so obvious if there is any stitching problems. So kind of putting the shoes next to each other, I don't really see any issues. I also really like this sole going on here. And then carrying the shoe feels sturdy. Okay, it actually feels like sneakers. And this is another thing I'm gonna start adding to all of my reviews. I did review a sneaker that literally felt like paper. Like it was such a light shoe, and it was just too obvious that it wasn't the real thing, because when the shoes are that light, it also means the soles are bad quality. Just everything around the shoe is not made with the best quality. This shoe does have the ASICS logo inside of the soles. Then we have the sizing here, which I told you guys the size that I got these in. And now that I'm actually looking at it, I actually got these in a European 42.5 and a men's 9, which is a women's 10.5. And I told you guys that these were half a size small. So that means size up by an entire size, you guys. These are not true to size at all. And I apologize for the sizing mishap earlier, because again, I am used to always getting European 42, men's 8.5 for all of my sneakers. But it's just a lot of sneakers that I feel like I've been reviewing lately, and it's hard to kind of keep track of all the different sizes. So, but generally I always stick to my size. I'm gonna do an 8 out of 10 for these, mainly because of the fact that I sized up and they were still too small. And also they did come with additional shoelaces, by the way. Okay, the next pair of sneakers we have are these. These are the New Balances, as you can see from the box. These actually came with a dust bag, so I'm assuming this is like a special kind of New Balance. I'm not really sure what the name of these are. Again, I feel like I keep telling you guys that in all of the different shoes, but these are the shoes. They did come with the New Balance made in the USA made in the USA tag. That is actually so hilarious. But this is what they look like. So just looking at the shoes next to each other, this is what the back of it looks like. It's got the NB logo. The colorway is actually fire. I really like this colorway. Looks very sleek. Again, I think these are the 1906R. So these are the running shoes, like the red ones that I showed you earlier. I'm not really sure why they came with a dust bag, because that was really giving luxe initially, but it has the N lock on there, the energy on here with the N logo. We've got the N logo in the front. We've got the N logo here. Then we've got these, whatever this is going on right here. I don't know if it's flowers, but we've got that as well. And then we have our New Balance inside of it, Amy Leon d'Or. So this actually might be a collab. This might be the New Balance 1906 collab with Amy Leon d'Or or Emilio. I don't know if I'm saying this correct, but it might be a sneaker collab, and that's probably why it came with a dust bag. But I will say also that these shoes do run a little bit big, and again, I did get these in a US 9.5, European 43 actually. So this is actually a women's size 11 and a men's 9.5. I'm not really sure why I got such a big size. I think it's more so because these sneakers actually do tend to run small. I literally went for an entire size bigger than what I normally go for, and these are way too big. So if you're getting these, just go for your actual size. I've linked the exact seller to these sneakers. When you're ordering from that seller, no need to size up, you guys. Don't make the same mistake that I made. And just because of the sizing, we're gonna have to do an 8.5 for these. Last but not least, I've got another pair of ASICs. I think these are another pair of gel sneakers as well. So we've got the sneakers in here, and as I always mention, they will send you Nike socks regardless of the brand of sneaker. But these are the ASICS sneakers. I actually really like these. I like the silver gray colorway. These also did come with a pair of white shoelaces, by the way. But these are the sneakers. Gorge, 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 gorge. Look at how pretty they are. Super beautiful. But this is the ASICS Gel. This is the ASICS Gel Kayano 14 actually. And I actually do have the original shoe. And I will say this is 1-to-1. I have the original ASICS Gel Kayano 14 in the metallic cream and black colorway. This looks just the exact same. Quality wise, quality feels really good. It feels sturdy. I'd say the only thing that I noticed the difference is the original shoe is a little bit more bent. It has that scoop, which really shows that it's a dad shoe. But these don't tend to have that scoop as much right here by the front. So that's the only thing that I noticed compared to my sneakers. I also did notice this really, really cool design here on the side, which is very, very unique to the ASICS Gel sneakers. A lot of them tend to have this, and I think it looks so good. Again, I'm not a sneakerhead, I'm not a sneaker fanatic, but I will tell you the nice things that I do notice about the sneakers that I have. So this is like a silver greenish colorway. So it has like a ASICS logo here with the green around it. Really nice matte gray shoelaces. I think the shoelaces look really good and fits the shoe. Okay, so everything about the shoe really just comes together because of the shoelaces. Shoelaces tend to be able to make or break a sneaker. I don't know if you guys know that, but the color of the shoelaces will make or break the sneaker. So whenever they send those random white shoelaces, I'm like, we're not gonna be using them, but thank you. So, but this is the last sneaker that I had to show you in this haul. This was a longer haul and I had to film this in multiple takes. I didn't film this in one sitting because this was actually a lot. But if you guys like videos like this, let me know in the comment section. And also, if you made it this far, put a green heart in the comment section, then I know that you're a real one. And that's literally just because this shoe has a little bit of green. And also, if there's any specific item that you want me to review, feel free to join the channel membership and let me know what item you want me to review by sending me the exact link, and I will get the item and review it for you. If there's any other questions that any of you have for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to send me an email with any questions. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.